Back to Kicking Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to do Tunisian crochet in the round. So this is a scarf cowl pattern that I've been working on, and it uses Tunisian simple stitch, but it works in a continuous round. You can see here where I change colors, but it's continuous. It doesn't have vertical seams. It's a little bit bent where I folded it, but ooh, in the round. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this today. You have a couple of options. You can either use a double pointed Tunisian crochet hook. This one is a little bent, but that's okay. So it has hooks on both sides. Or if you don't have one of those, you can, if you have extender cables with your Tunisian crochet hooks, you can grab two hooks. So you won't have two of the same size, but that's okay. So you can just use two that are next to each other and put them both on your extender cables. And then when you do your Tunisian crochet, I usually use the bigger hook for the forward pass and the smaller hook for the return pass. So if you have extender cables instead of a double pointed crochet hook, you can use this instead. I'm going to show you with the double pointed crochet hook, just because that's what I usually use. So you'll start with just a regular chain. These hooks are kind of sticky, they're not the best, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's actually easiest with a bigger circle, and I think you'll see why here in a minute. And then you want to join your circle together just with a slip stitch. You should be careful not to twist it. I might have gotten mine twisted here a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, and then we're going to start the same. We're just going to pick up loops on our front hook to do Tunisian. So I'm just inserting my hook in the next stitch and pulling up a loop and keeping that loop on my hook. So this is just a normal forward pass for Tunisian crochet to set up. And you can do this with a variety of Tunisian crochet stitches. I'm going to do it with the Tunisian simple stitch. Okay, so my circle's pretty small, so that's about all I can get on my hook without making it really tight. So now instead of doing the return pass and going backwards, I'm going to push this down to the other side and turn it around, and I'm going to take whatever, you could even use the same color if you had two balls of the same color, but I'm going to take a contrasting color and I'm going to work my way back. And this I'm just closing like normal. I went through one loop to start, but now I'm going to yarn over and go through two every time. And I'm going to stop before I get to the end. I'm not going to work all of the loops off the hook because that will make it harder to have even tension. So I like to leave 3 or 4 loops on there. And I'll just turn it back around to pick up more loops with the forward pass. Oh man, this hook is not very good. It's definitely on my list of things to get is better double pointed Tunisian hooks, but that's okay. That is the tail. Then I'll turn it around and do some of the return pass. Again, I can't fit very many stitches on my hook right at one time because I have a really small circle, so it gets tight. If you have a bigger circle, then you'll be able to fit more loops on your forward pass before you have to turn around and do some of the return pass. Okay, so now I'm back to where I started. I'm going to pick up loops just like for a Tunisian simple stitch. I can just keep working around in a circle for as long as I want. Unless I do that. That's kind of a problem. So I'll do a little bit more, but I think you hopefully get the idea now. So I'm going to pick up forward pass stitches with one side. I'll pick up forward pass stitches with one side of my hook. And I'll work them off on the back side with my return pass. So this is the exact technique I used on that scarf I showed you. Okay, so I'll stop here. So you can see that it's going around in a continuous circle. It's loose here because I was working on the very end. Alright, so that is how to do Tunisian crochet in the round, just the basic technique. You can do it with whatever stitch you'd like, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you found it useful. Stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe to get all the latest videos. Happy crocheting!